So I'd recommend taping these across here because everything goes kind of haywire otherwise. Keep all of the wide ends at the same end. And just create your basic basket weave. I know all the weavers right now are thinking, ooh, we could do some weaving patterns in there too. That might be fun. So we started this series of palm weaving videos because, well, one of the guys at church asked me to do it so we could, I don't know, do our little Palm Sunday thing from home with some help from videotapes that show in the Catholic version of this stuff. And then I'm sitting here thinking, who has palms in their house right now to do that? Is this like some evil torture that we're inflicting on our dear parishioners? Well, it seems so mean. On the other hand, if you live on the south side of Chicago, you can pop by my house because I have some and you're welcome to them. Come over Saturday. Well, let me see. Saturday I'll probably be working on some stuff for the procession on Sunday that no one will be physically at, but we will be able to watch from home. Woo. In any case, if you want to come over Sunday and get some palms from me, you know where I am. I will be happy to give you something to play with. Alright, so there's our basic start, and at this point we want to secure these ends here so that they don't go haywire when we take the tape off and start filling with the rest of this. So we want to have a little bit under here, this part, so that we can bring them together and stick a staple through them. And you have to bear with me because I did this last year for the first time and I can't really remember what I did, but this ought to make it fun. Yeah, we're through. Okay. And of course this side is freaking out. We're going to tuck these ends up inside where they won't be seen. So hide in the metal. It's a thing. All right, cool. So from here, we have our width established. And we're going to turn the corner. Well, let's not have a pregnant Jesus. It'll be fine, trust me. So, take the outside one and then pull this maneuver. We're going to turn it up. So this is going to start making a long tape in the other direction. Or, you know, lengthwise. And this one's going to go up. I just keep working from one side to the other. Oh, by the way, you palm weaving people that want to come get some on Sunday, we will keep our social distance. I'll just leave them on the back porch. You let me know you're coming. I'll put some out there for you. So, a few years ago, I was teaching palm weaving after all the masses at Canchas, and my people didn't particularly want to hang out until 2 in the afternoon, so I ended up taking the L home. And I had a big palm bud left that I was fiddling with still. And I like to put them, the big ones, in my garden by the home shrine. So I'm like, well, I need to get home, but I'll bring this along. I can fiddle with it on the L while I'm riding home. That's a good look. Heading to the south side. This old white lady in a church dress with this gigantic bushy green thing that's erupting with flowers and leaves. In any case, it's kind of slow on the L, being a Sunday and everything. And this super thuggy looking African American guy gets on the L. And he plops down across from me so that we're facing each other. And he sits there and he stares at me. And he stares at me and he stares at me. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then we rode a few stops. And then he leans over across the aisle toward me. He's like, what are you doing? Like, well, it's palm weaving. We do this every year at church to commemorate our Lord's triumphal entry into Jerusalem, where they were laying palms on the ground in front of him. And he's like, that is so cool. Look at it. Yes, it is. He's like, so where did you learn how to do it? It's YouTube videos. He's like, so what do they call it so I know what to look for? Like, it's called palm weaving. He's like, so where do you get the palms? Like, well, my florist, Stuber florist, thank you, you guys. You came in for me again. They just left him outside the front door for me. Come get him. We're kind of here taking care of our greenhouses, but you come get them. Like, awesome. So, he wants to know where to get them. Like, so you want to learn how to make let me think, a rose? You look like a guy that wants a palm leaf rose. Anyway, it was the coolest thing ever. Please don't ever judge a book by its cover. It's so much more fun when you let people be who they really are. Yeah. So the idea is to get this long enough so that it creates a, dang, he looks super, super muscly right now. Did I make this too wide? No, I think he's good. He was a carpenter, right? I wonder if my phone's going to run out of memory before I finish this thing. This is a terrifying palm thing to weave. I get that. I mean, this isn't so bad right now, but just wait. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit longer. She says, like she knows what she's talking about. Ha! Watch your weave, girl. Yeah, that's probably good. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to start weaving these together here. So you're going to take your outside one. Let's see. See where this is my farthest out one here? That's where I'm heading for with this guy. It's going to follow sort of like the ball that we did for the head. Just follow the same trail right across from there. And that's going to bring this together here. And I'm going to turn this video off while I do this kind of monotonous thing here. Because I have no idea if it's going to fill up my phone and crap out on me right in the middle of everything. So this guy would be next. You find the trail of number 2, which is this one here. And we're going to bring these all across to this side, like so. And then these guys will come across that side. I'll come back when that's done. Okay, so what we've got now is we've taken the 7 from this side and woven them up through here. The 7 from this side and woven them up this way. And if you look now, we sort of have like shoulders and a place to put our neck in there. And then we have all this stuff hanging off. Cowboy fringe. But we're going to use this to close in the sides of our torso. So you bring the top one across here. And this will be enough room to put the end of our arm in. So we're just going to dive in here and weave across this way. Sounds like my Bluetooth has a toothache. Here is the torso so far. These connections across the sides have given them a closure there. The bottom of the squared off end starts to stick out a lot like that, so I just poke that in so he's not too hippie at this point. So this is the chest, and then we're going to do another one of these narrower to wrap around the hips area to create the loincloth, and then the legs and arms and head will go on. So that's the plan, but this is how the torso finishes up. And these will just snip off to neaten this up. I was trying to figure out if I needed to keep these on for anything, but I don't think so. So anyway, onward and upward.